get started here. We've got IC head coach Bob Bradley, goalkeeper Kenneth Vermeer, and just a reminder, please no live streaming of this. Just raise your hand and we'll get started. Right on there. Go ahead.
Bob, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good. Does it feel a little different? You know, like last leg was you guys playing Mexico, and then you close here. Does it matter that it switched around the roll a little bit? Seeing how important the bank is for LAFC?
Home games and two-leg ties are very important for many reasons. You have to take advantage, push the game, but do it in a smart way. And so we understand the details of what can happen tomorrow, and as always, you have to set yourself up to advance in the second leg.
Kenneth, as somebody who's played in the Champions League and obviously advanced to multiple stages, you want to move on, but obviously each round you move, there's more excitement and a little bit more pressure. How do you guys kind of handle that excitement, balance it with wanting to do your best?
Well, yeah, it is Champions League, so it's like totally different than in the league. But in Champions League, the only thing that counts is like the first match. This is the first match, so we need to be prepared. And yeah, we know what we want. We know what we have a goal, and that's the thing why we need to fight for.
For Cruz Azul here, can you talk about the specific challenges of the football pitch that they presented the team for you guys to handle tomorrow?
Cruz Azul has a very good mentality and some very dangerous attacking players. They're capable, especially in the first leg here, of playing deep and then using Jonathan Rodriguez and Elias Hernandez in transition. Especially Rodriguez is a real threat with his speed and his power. So they've got different ways that they can approach the game. It's still on us to try to push the game and know how to do it with control so that we can create the chances and push the tempo of the game, but not let things go against us in transition.
Cruz Azul has played more games right now in their season, so you have, I guess, more film to analyze. What have you seen so far that's going to be more of a challenge than perhaps what Leon did in that game?
As I keep saying, they're a very good team. I think they can play in different ways. They use different formations. I'm really impressed with Jonathan Rodriguez. He can play as one of two strikers. He can play as a winger. Regardless, he's got speed, power. Jimenez, still young striker, smart, very good finisher with his left foot. And for me, the key is Elias Hernandez. Very good finisher. When he has space, he can run with the ball. He's very smart. So the team is organized. They can play in different ways, and they know how to take advantage of their strengths.
Bob, we heard about the possibilities that this game might be played without any fans. How glad are you that you guys are actually playing with crowds tomorrow?
We always love playing in front of our fans. All footballers know that the game is for the fans. And stadiums that have atmosphere and passion and life, that's what it's all about. Game without fans, I know from experience with a qualifier in Egypt, the game without fans has no soul, and sometimes it happens and you have to make the most out of it, but we all believe in what happens every time we step on the field in back in California, and the way everyone comes to life and the atmosphere and the passion, it's amazing.
As a follow-up, we know that you have a lot of experience, international experience. Do these games carry an extra meaning for you personally?
Sure they do. Special nights. All of us are still flying from the second leg versus Lyon. We watch football around the world. We see what happens on these kind of nights, and then you get the chance to turn your games into special nights for everyone that comes to the game. And so that part is important. And then you don't get in Champions League unless you've earned it. And so we are proud that we are getting the opportunity this year, and we want to test ourselves against big teams, and of course we want to win.
Bob, how important is the first leg? I mean, we saw the game against Leon, it had been like 5-0 or like 2-1 or 2-2. And then you guys just came back second. Like, how important is to make a statement in the first game, especially at home?
Very important. Different circumstances when we went to Lyon. We were so early, we hadn't played many matches. As I've said, I think we played a fair enough match. We made some mistakes, we had some chances. It still allowed us to come home and go for it. Now with the first game at home, we've got to play a really good game so that we set ourselves up when we go to Azteca.
Ken, I know you mentioned Champions League before, obviously referencing to the European tournament, but it's all Champions League in different regions.
Yeah.
So now you have a couple games in CONCACAF Champions League. How are you seeing the experience?
Yeah, for me, playing Champions League is kind of similar where it is in Europe or out here. So Champions League is like something that you earn, and for me it's like there are always special nights. It's like a different atmosphere. It's like a different tension on the body. I don't know how to explain it, but it is always something special. And being in Champions League is like you can show yourself, you can prove yourself. It's like we got a young team and we want to experience Champions League. So, like I said before, we want to reach the next leg, to go to the next stage, and I'm confident in it.
Hi, Coach. You talk about Rodriguez and Elias Hernandez and Jimenez, but there's a possibility that Cruz Azul use this game to give to another player the possibility to play. It's an advantage for you if the coach of Cruz Azul made this decision?
We respect the team regardless of who gets put on the field. I know that Cruz Azul also has a big league match coming up against Club America. And so the manager is going to think about this game, know the importance, also try to factor in how to make sure he's ready for the game against Club America. Regardless, the roster is full of talent. Sometimes young guys get opportunities, they come forward, they play well. So it's always important to respect the team that gets put on the field and to understand the job that you have to try to take advantage and play well.
And about this situation with the coronavirus and how it's developing everything in Europe, there are some clubs that now have some infected players. And do you think that this is a worry situation here in MLS? There are some plays that are going to be postponed, and are you worried about it and how it's coming, this thing?
Worldwide, it's moving fast, and if you look at the number of cases in the U.S. a week ago, and now you look at where things stand this week, it's apparent that the virus spreads quickly, and so actions get taken. There's a number of things that have happened already today. I think there's 2 MLS games that have already been postponed on the weekend. NCAA basketball has said that all the tournament games will be played without fans. So others will make those decisions, and we know that the possibility exists that in coming days or weeks that there might be changes in schedule. I think all we can do is to go day by day and pay attention to what's going on around the world, and of course the recommendations, the simple recommendations, the basics in terms of washing your hands, and if someone's sick, staying at home, those are things that we remind each other, just like everyone around the world reminds family and friends. So we're on board, we understand, and we wait to see what happens next.
Ken, piggybacking off of the idea, the context of what's going on, speaking about tomorrow, you've spoken about the energy that you received from the crowd, especially in your first match for LAFC against them. Can you just talk about personally the advantage that having the crowd in the stands will give you and the rest of the players on the field tomorrow?
Well, it's not only in Champions League, but it's like every game, every home game. Yeah, they push us forward. They gave us a lot of energy. And especially in that game, we needed that energy because we were like 2-0 down. So, yeah, it's hard to describe. You need to be on the field to, yeah, feel their energy. And yeah, like I said, they're always pushing us forward, and they're pushing us for, like to the next limit.
Hi, Coach. I understanding that you guys are playing every single game to win, and that you can't control any outside situations with the virus. How does it make you feel that with you guys getting a victory, you are giving the LA community and your fan base much needed boost of positive vibes and just optimism around the community?
We always feel the responsibility to play for our fans from day one. They've been there, and the connection between our club, our supporters, the city, it drives us all the time. And so whenever there's something going on and people are now waiting for games and using the games as a source of excitement and inspiration, and yeah, it takes on an even greater importance. But we're in it together with our supporters at all times, and that's why we're always so excited to step on the field and give everything we have, because that's what they expect.
All right, I'll do one more.
Kind of, Coach was talking about the strikers that Cruz Azul has in Jonathan and Diaz. Obviously, you train every day with Carlos, with Diego, with Brian, but how does that help you? And then going up against talented forwards, is that like a challenge and something motivating for you?
Yeah, there's always a challenge to play against yeah, good strikers. Luckily, I'm playing against good strikers like every training, so they're pushing me also like on every training to give everything, because if you're not giving everything, they score like every goal, every ball, every shot on goal is then a goal for sure, because they're always like sharp, they want to score, and I need to yeah, try to do my job and to go out.
Any more questions? All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.